Hello everyone, and I'm back with Escape Velocity Nova. We started out last episode with me playing Wilkie Ainsworth, and we did some cargo runs until we got into the Vellos storyline, and we went and picked up the star bridge we're currently using. And just in time too, because the Vellos mission where I can't buy anything started up, so I'm in the middle of that. So let's go and see about entering our ship and seeing where the hell we are, because I haven't played this in a week. And we did some cargo runs until we... I forgot to mute that. Well, that's okay. Let's go back to OBS here for a second. Yeah, okay. And let's get back to everything here. So where are we? We are there. We are done. We have to go and learn the rules. We have to go England in the Wolf 359 system, and that's over there. I did see the red thing. I don't, dude. And let us go. Oh no. Yeah, see, I don't feel like it's a pirate Agassi. I could probably deal with it. Let's go see if I can get myself a... Oh. No. He was firing on it, so I didn't get to take it. Sometimes you can get really lucky and walk in on those and board yourself a nice little ship. And it's taking its sweet time to do this. You find Philrine waiting for you alongside an officious-looking bureau agent. Come, he wishes to talk more privately. You follow Philrine, and he leads you and the bureau agent into a private room. Wilkie Ainsworth, begins the agent formally. These are the standing orders given to all telepaths under our control, and you will obey them all without fail, understand? You nod, and the agent nods at Philrine. The first rule, Philrine verbalizes passively, is that you must evade orders only from bureau personnel, and those orders must be weighed according to the rank of the person giving the order. I.e., if you're given two conflicting sets of orders, you'll follow the order of the person with the highest rank within the bureau. The second rule, he continues quietly, is that you must report any person or persons who harbor ill intent towards the Bureau of Internal Investigation immediately to the nearest bureau agent. The third rule, explains Philrine soberly, is that you must resist all attempts to free you from your bondage with all your strength and to the best of your ability. And the last rule, he continues gravely, is that you must report all unenslaved telepaths to the nearest bureau agent as soon as possible. That is why you were enslaved, but you can thank Lyrell that he said you could be captured, otherwise they would have destroyed you without thought. But you may be able to grow out of your bondage, unlike us, Vellos. We need to attain a higher level than you to gain our freedom. With a nod of your head, you indicate that you have understood all the standing orders you must follow, and to let Philrine know that you have accepted what he has told you. Good, states the bureau agent briskly. Make sure you keep an eye out in both bars and mission BBSs around the place. Now return to your business. As he walks out the door, you and Philrine stare at each other for a long moment before Philrine drops his eyes in sorrow and follows them out. Yay! So I go back to, I believe, oh, piss off. I'm not, yeah. See, that is, damn it, whatever it is. I have no active missions. and I have a 500,000 in credits. I think I'm gonna do some more cargo runs first before I do any more story missions. And I keep forgetting I have this on double speed, so things go a heck of a lot faster. Let's get to Earth. Oh great, a story mission. As soon as you land, you can send Lyle waiting for you, and you quickly go through your post-flight routine before disembarking from your ship and making your way over to meet him. It's time to show you how to travel. Follow me. You cannot help but feel a little excitement as he leads you to the space dock and out into a vacant pad, where he immediately forms a protective barrier around you, and you recognize the familiar shape of the Vellos dart. As you continue to observe, he shows you how to focus your mental energy into an elegant beam of pure physical power. After allowing his newly created ship to dissolve around him, he guides your mind into new ways of manipulating the universe around him. Within a few minutes, you learn the basics behind twisting missile guidance systems against themselves, how to sense the physical size of ships around you, as well as their intent towards you, and how to reach out with your mind to learn more about the general nature of the systems nearby. Which is nice because it'll automatically map things to me as I go along. Finally, he teaches you how to twist the space around you to create a hole through which you can enter hyperspace and travel to space. Now you'll not need a pile of metal any longer, nor will you need any of those computer systems. These humans need to see the space around them so they can fly around them. You can fly as free as your mind can visualize. Now to see Florian, he will share with you our history and our dreams. Listen, for you may be the one who leads us out of slavery. You have it in you. Wow, I'm reading this very mechanically. With that, Lerell turns and walks away, and you are left trying to take in the enormous number of things he has shown you. Your mind almost feels tipsy with the overload. You walk away, unsure whether you feel ready to give away your faithful vessel and begin living your life as purely mental being. So I should be able to go to the shipyard, select this. I don't have my ship anymore, and it didn't give me any credits. That's annoying. Okay, didn't give me any credits for my ship, and I don't have anything. Done. I don't have a mission BBS. I don't have a bar. Apparently I have to go there. Yeah, so I have to go. That's not what I intended. So the flower spring is, I can't remember. Let's go check. The key setting for my secondary weapon is W. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's a missile-based system. Lovely. But this is a non-Newtonian ship, so I can go and I can stop. And just go wherever I want. It's also the fastest of those ships. So, let's go and done. They also don't need to... I can go... This is a much nicer thing. As you pilot your way down through New England's atmosphere, you can sense Florian waiting for you. When you land, he looks into your eyes for a long moment, and you can feel him observing your mind. It is time you learned of our history. With that, he bombards you with the images of the Vellos race from its humble beginnings when all the telepaths left Earth nearly 3,000 years ago, when something known as the Spanish Inquisition threatened to destroy them all. They left under the Indian prince Vellos, and they traveled the galaxy for many centuries before finally settling on the planet Vellos. You see them develop their abilities and watch their civilization grow. You see their biotechnology evolve until the day when they begin growing nanite-producing organs to help them against disease and the effects of aging. To this day, other than the mental powers, this is the single biggest difference between the Vellos and their human cousins. Find yourself trying to remember how to duplicate some of their skills, but the array thrown at you in so short a time dazzles you, and only a couple stick to in your mind. You watch them greet the first human explorers, and you see the golden days of their involvement with the Colonial Council. You see the events leading to the Vellos leaving the Council and then opposing them by standing with Polaris. Finally, you see the events of the Vellos War and the madness of the Colonial Council in enslaving the entire Vellos race. The final few moments are filled with the observation of the universe, with observations of the universe during the awful days of isolation following the collapse of the Colonial Council and the rise of the Auroran Empire and the Federation. Finally, you see the creation of the Bureau and how its leaders quickly moved to take control of the Federation and are now looking to take control of the surrounding space as well. As suddenly as the mental visions began, they stop, leaving you blinking back in the real world. Now you know. Tears spark in your eyes as you watch the somber Fillerian walk away, and you know he is remembering the sights and sounds of the ancient Velos civilization. Great. As you step off your ship, you see a stunning blonde waving you over towards her. Good to see you again, she says, and you realize that you're talking to Commander Crane in person. Now that you've been made aware of the rules, I don't think that there's any need for me to hide my identity from you any longer. She indicates that you should sit on the park bench next to her, and you comply. She pulls out a datapad and calls up a display of what appears to be a very detailed map of Auroran space. We have been working out the details of a long-range plan, she explains, that involves the Aurorans. Our preparations are nearing completion, and we want to confirm that our intel on the political situation amongst our neighbors is correct. Of course, the other reason I want you to go is because I'm going to be sending you on a number of missions amongst the Aurorans, and this is an easy way for you to familiarize yourself. You're going to be taking a short jaunt into the Auroran Empire. Great. I knew it was coming, so don't worry about it. Okay, she nods, continuing in a business-like tone. Obviously, she tells you with a casual wave, I can't reveal to you any details of the coming operation for reasons of operational security, so you were going into this a little blind. However, I'm sure that with your telepathic abilities, you'll manage to get by. You nod, indicate that she should continue. I want you to head down to the Moash in the Moash system, she informs you after referring to a report on her desk. Land somewhere and have a quick look around. Find out what you can about their current status politically, economically, and militarily. When you've given the place the once over, head back here and report to me. Any questions? She asks. No. Good. I look forward to hearing your report soon. Okay. And I don't need any of this anymore. Why do I keep looking? And there's nothing there. I only have 5 free cargo anyway. So, where I need to go is over here. And if I remember correctly, this is the fastest way to do it. Oh yeah, done. I want to see... No. How many? I have 5 jumps. I also think I regen automatically, but we'll find out with a jump to Earth. And I do regen. I don't regen all that quickly, but I do regen. So, okay, apparently the jump gates are no longer available to me. I'm just refilling. I wonder, can I get solar panels? I cannot. Leave. So I'm not really stuck anywhere ever again. No, I need to turn cap box on. That's that. And if I remember, these systems are pretty messed up, so I can't... Oh, I can jump right there. I can't jump to any of the stations specifically, but... This planet is a little different from the average Auroran planet you hear about in the Federation. Yes, it's polluted, and yes, there are an enormous number of poor people being oppressed by the warrior class, but the gaudiness, intricacy, and sheer amount of adornment of the arcologies in this world surprises you. You guess that the Morash House, who seem to be running this place, are fairly well off financially. You also notice that there is an enormous number of the infamous Auroran warriors, wearing the colorfully salvaged tattoos, wandering about, many of them giving you menacing looks. The few hours you spend wandering the archaeology, you estimate that you've seen several thousand warriors doing little or nothing. The Moash House must have a fair-sized military if it can afford to have so many warriors just sitting around. After several hours exploring the archaeology, you decide that it's time to start your journey back to New England and make your report to Crane. Does it? Does it? No, it doesn't. There's a special item in here that will get you mugged. I was just wondering if they had any. Let's leave. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Also, the fact that they turn without major issues is kind of nice because it makes jumping so much faster. Multiple jumping so much faster. This part will go pretty quickly, I expect. Surprisingly, you see the hair of Commander Crane waiting as you exit your ship. Things went well, she asked by way of greeting, and you nod, saying that it would probably be best if you could talk to her in private. I didn't know your telepath felt that way, she laughs, flooding her eyelashes. Follow me. She takes you to the familiar, empty-looking office. So tell me what you saw, she casually commands. In response, you quickly run over what you saw from the beginning and beginning to end, leaving nothing out. As you finish, she looks both impressed and satisfied. Good work, she praises you sincerely. You're more observant than I gave you credit for. We will have to make a couple of minor adjustments to our initial intel picture, but we should be able to keep our timetable. I have to pass on your intel to the proper people, but I don't want you wandering far. Once I've gotten the confirmation on a few things, I will your services again. Keep an eye out in the bar. They say keep an eye out in the bar, but why should I even bother if they're going to pick me up directly after taking off, like landing. I need to figure out how to use the secondary weapon. Oh, weapon safety. Okay. Fires. Okay, select secondary is W. There it is. I was wondering where it was. The only thing is it uses up my I need to take off cap locks for this. And I also need to charge up. Pretty strong, actually. There we go. Board them. Capture odds are none. I'll take your energy. I'll take your credits. I'll see if I can capture you. I didn't think I would, but figure we'll try anyway. And bar. Don't. Good. Hire escort. I want info. He has 125 tons. He'll be 11,000 versus 15. Hire him as escort. Let's hire this terrapin as well. Now I have 250 cargo. Nice bit is they jump when I do. They may get horribly left behind, but they could be in the middle of the freaking system, and we could. I'm glad I have 5 jumps. This is going to be a very fast cargo. What I wanted to do before that story came up, I'm running opals because they're very profitable. Yeah, not in this. See, this is one of the things that comes up when I have a Vellos craft. They like taking rides. I give them rides. And that gives me another 100,000 or so. No, not 100,000, probably another 40,000. Our escort, there's no escorts. Where do they want to go? Title and the con system? That's not that far. It's 15,000 credits, so. And maybe if I'm lucky, that we'll have more ships that I can fire. That'll give me 15,000 for this, which is enough to. Yay, 15,000. Trade center. I don't think there's anything that I can sell there for half decent. There's no escorts. I didn't actually think so. Oh, what am I doing? Farm hall is where I want to go. Crap. That was a waste of money. And gem. I think this may be starting to get less profitable as I do that. Because see, I don't want to do any of those. I had 702 when I left. $817. Um, or 815. I want to see how much I'm actually making from this. So 74, I'm making 92 per run. I think we'll go there directly. We'll pick up any extra cargo ships on the way back. And this planet is not entirely centered in this system. That's okay. And we'll sell all of that. And I want to land on Earth. And I don't want the trade center. I want the bar. Good. They didn't ask me anything. Terrapin use. No. Yeah, he'd be expensive as hell. He still has 125 tons. The thing is, what had happened is you can get these, but they only have like 10 tons. So he has 95 tons. So that's a big expense for nothing. And 80 tons, that's not too bad. I want to see if I can get 1,000,000. Head center. Yeah, see, maybe I do want to try. See, the thing is, that run, the other run is longer, and I don't have any way of see. I have leave. And the thing is, some of these missions actually have a level of competence requirements. So, like, I have to go out and I have to fight things, which in this is a little harder than my thing. Trade center. Sell 1.3 million. Eve, U, Y, release. you, y, release, and then you, y, release. I don't need you anymore. Okay, done, land. Let's see what the mission be about us. Thank. And Thrain is up there. Gref John is annoying as hell, so we're gonna these. Is that more expensive? No, it doesn't. So, leave. So, I really wish I could have gotten a large cargo ship. You can make a ridiculous amount of money with that. Really, really a lot of money. You want to go to Kincaid. That is Kincaid. And another 15,000. Not that I really need it. See, and I can only get shuttles here. Not that I really want anything. One, which is down there. Except... Now, I want to remember if the mapping works the way I think it does. Because if it does, this should actually pop up with what's in that system. Because right now it's an unexplored, unknown system. And I don't have, like, I only have that message, and they haven't called me back or anything. Fair enough. Yay. Back to where I came from. I'm not worrying about that. I'm going to, yeah, see, it included this system for what it contains. So all I have to do is pass by system. No, pass by systems. And I've got, I know what's in them. And we go here and land. And go into the bar. Nope. Yeah, see, I want to go to that system anyway. I want to remember where it is. Because it's a good trade system, like a good trade route system. And we see about landing here. Hey, they land. But the thing is, no, it's not here. I don't remember where it is then. See, and they want me to go back there. Yeah. Maybe it's the Glimmer system. Oh well, I'm going to do a quick run and a mapping run. And leave because I want to know what's there. Let's land on Goliath. Alan, and I can, if I remember correctly, that's up that way. One of the more dangerous systems. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Oh, I didn't take the mission, so let's clear route. And land again. Oh, I guess I can accept that. There's only so many places they want to go, if I remember correctly. I don't want to be stuck in the other system, so... or without. And... oh yeah, I don't have to turn around. Yeah, I'm leaving, so I'm taking those passengers where they want to go. Yeah, let's see if there's a bar here. No. Homeland system. 2, 3, 4. Accept. Leave. The radar missiles can't track me because I'm psychic. And on Earth. Hey. You know, I say antique mining equipment, which means I probably should read this. Yeah, the Earthquake class. Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes they have a description in there, sometimes they don't. It's just, and land. So let's see with the bar. No. Let's see the shipyard. I just see its info while we're at it. It has 10 tons of space. I don't know why. I can't really add anything to it. Like I can buy these, but they don't do me any freaking good until I basically finish this story. Afterburner doesn't. I don't even remember if the oh, it does. I do have an afterburner. I forgot that. Yeah. What I really should do is go down to Alt. No, Altair is probably not the best system to do it in. Something like Spica. And I only have one secondary weapon. What it is, I'll go see what this is. Oh, that's probably a patrol. But basically, I sit here until a ship that is worth attacking comes along. Target select. Okay. See, that's a Federation scout ship. Not a good plan to attack one of those. Yeah, make myself stop completely. When I see one come in, we go and see, you gather. See, this is still not a great place for this. It's not dangerous enough. Zoom in a little. That should be dangerous enough, but hopefully not too dangerous. Okay, Messer Pinus is the last place I have to land. Leave. Problem is, I'll probably encounter rebels up here is the problem. It's a rebel Viper. Rebel Thunderhead. A trader, I'm not going to bother him. Not only am I doing that, I'm waiting for my energy to recharge so I can fire my weapon. Federation fighter. Free trader, I'm not going to bother him. Getting the free traders pissed at you in addition to the pirates is not fun. Oh yeah, the fighter is gonna die. Oh, no, it ran. Hey. Rebels. No pirates. I want to kill some pirates. Let's go and see if they'll even let me land. It'll be interesting. Let's see. I can land. I wonder if I can get a port to polish.
Captain Lenora de Anne, would you please report cargo interception? Your new jewel-studded box has arrived.
I think it's because I can't buy them because they. They're pissed at me now too. See, I'm not really in the. I am quite a bit stronger than they are. Well, as I keep out of his range. And, oh crap, what's that? Oh no, stay, keep away from that. See if I can destroy this quickly. Get the hell out of the system. Funnily enough, it didn't. Enough. Now I have to wait till it regens. How fun. But my combat rating has probably gone up a little. Oh crap. Please don't jump in on top of me. That would not be funny. That rebel got killed. I think I'm in the opposite side of the map, to be honest. I think that's what that indicates. Fight I'm not interested in. That's where I want to land. Tap that. See if there's anything in the bar. And it's still a little ability, but it's better than no standing whatsoever. Yay. Okay, guys, give me a second. I will be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic. So, hold on. So, yeah, I'm wondering how long I was muted. I just read that, and probably you didn't hear anything. That's fun. So, let's leave. I've got to go down to Federation warships, down to Courageous in the Mosh Rep system. Cause as much damage as possible. Done. Where is the Mosh Rep system? Oh, it's the one we went to, not the one we went to for there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Leave. Green ones are what I'm escorting. Let's go have a look at them. Oh, look, a bunch of carriers. They're firing. Oh. Oh, stupid pirates. Oh well, let's go. Let's take a little bit in case I need something. Go here. And then almost everything is hostile to me. So I'm getting the hell out of the way of those railguns. I'm not very big. So realistically what I'm doing is I am getting in there. Letting them be my shield and landing. Well, there's high right wheel. Let's open the pilot again. Because I really don't like it. Okay, so let's go down to Nestor Secundus so I don't have to fly those two again. Bunch of roaring things, they're pissed at by me having carriers. Yeah. It's okay. Hoping they won't be there when I leave. So, 1, 2, 3. I should have 2 jumps worth of... And of course there's a fleet right there. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. I can't land because there's too many things firing at me. And this is not the worst of it. not here I have to land. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. And landing there was probably the worst thing I could have done. Yay, I landed. That, to be honest, was shit-ass luck. Just shit-ass luck that I'm doing. Without leaving your ship, you can sense the enormous amount of damage being done to the Federation soldiers all over the station. You estimate that in a few hours, the station will be virtually depopulated and practically uninhabitable. Despite the large number of men committed to the mission, you sense from General Sutton that his mission is more for show than anything else, and you guess this must be a diversion for a much larger main push elsewhere. Not that this mission is proceeding perfectly, you can sense the spirited resistance of the Moash warriors, and by the sounds of the reports coming through your comm unit, these disorganized pockets of men are acquitting themselves admirably. Despite this, they are overwhelmed by sheer numbers and by the enormous amounts of firepower brought to bear upon them. A little over 4 hours after landing, you see that the short on hair and tall, broad figure of General Sutton coming aboard. That is for us, he informs That's it for us, he informs you casually. We're finished here. Yay. I am planning on getting out of here pretty quickly. To Seoul. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Yeah. And I'm gonna land on Earth because I want to get refuel. Let's return her carriers, which were, let's be honest, pretty useless. As soon as you land, you head off to find Crane's office. Things went well, Crane asked politely when you enter. You nod with a shrug. Well, your little diversion worked. The Moash warriors were drawn to the site of your raid, which allowed the massed Federation fleet to launch an attack on the skeletal defenses, which broke through their line automatically. You nod at her confirmation of your suspicions. By all accounts, she explains with a smile, most of the Moash fleet has either been defeated or captured, and we are in possession of their homeworld. More than that, we managed to grab the House Elders before they managed to escape. Now that you're back, she informs you dismissively, I'll be needing you for diplomatic missions of sorts. Keep an eye out in the bar. I'll have everything ready for you, sir. And I figured that would be what it was. You sense that the Federation soldier, who is your normal contact to Crane, is waiting for you to arrive. He points you towards the rear door, telling you to go straight through. You nod and head down the long grey corridor to Crane's new office. Things are moving along nicely, she informs you with her amazing voice when they walk in. The Federation forces are basically in complete control of Moash space. We are really ready to begin the next phase of the operation. You see, she explains quietly, we want to subvert the entire Auroran Empire so that we can make use of its enormous resources. But we can never do it by force alone. We need help from within the Empire so that we can at least have a little control over the events we want to instigate. And now that we have control of Moash space and have taken the Moash elders prisoner, we are now in the position to bargain with the First Family in order to get them on side. It's time for you to start playing diplomat. Okay. The elders are under house arrest on Moash in the Moash system, she explained seriously. You're to go down there and tell them that we are prepared to make them an offer. And our offer is this. Crane takes off a finger. Firstly, we're prepared to let them return to their former eminence. Secondly, we're prepared to help them eliminate the four other houses, leaving them in complete control of Iran space. However, there is a catch, she continues with a sneaky grin. In return, we ask that they become a vassal nation, not to the Federation, which they would never tolerate, but to the Bureau. Tell them that we are willing to negotiate around the edges of these points, but if they aren't prepared to come to the table, then we are prepared to destroy them utterly and to reveal their severely weakened state to all their rivals, who will pick over them when we are finished. Any questions? She asked quietly. No. Good. When you're finished, return here for further orders. So let's go off and tell some people they don't get to be stupid. Oops. Okay. I obviously didn't select that. Okay, so oh, I don't even have cap locks on. I have the double speed on. As soon as you land, you're escorted by Bureau soldiers to meet the Moash House elders. You do not have to use your telepathic abilities to see they are unhappy to be surrounded by heavily armed guards. You sit down at the head of the table and quickly outline the terms of Crane's proposal. When you finish, they stir, looking a little excited. You allow them to confer amongst themselves quietly for a few minutes, turn back to you. How can we trust you and your masters? Asked the eldest looking warrior of the group. You shake your head and say that they can either have faith or be destroyed. You go on to say the Bureau will only betray organizations that are no longer useful to them, and you explain that the Bureau has no wish to be tied down by the duties of direct rule, prefers to operate behind the scenes. Finally, you explain that, in general, Bureau policy is deliberately designed to keep the status quo, by keeping the masses happy and by keeping its own involvement completely secret. The elders confer amongst themselves for some time before your patience begins to run out. You can sense they are deliberately stalling to see if you will give them any more information that they might use to their advantage. In disgust, you stand up and inform them that they have 2 hours to reach a decision, and you will await the response in the bar. You walk out with several bureau negotiators until all trying to talk to you at once. Since none of them seem to be giving you direct orders, you decide to get away from them the easiest way you know how. With a moment's concentration, you simply wrap yourself in your Vellos start and pretend for a short while that the outside world doesn't exist. After more than about 10 minutes of waiting in the somewhat stiff and unfriendly company of a few Federation soldiers based here, you sense one of the Moash house walking towards you. In between 2 heavily armed and alert soldiers. They quickly spot you when they finally enter the spaceport, and they make their way over. We have talked it over, the old Moash warrior informs you. The Moash house has accepted the Bureau's proposal. You nod and thank him for his time, and you tell him that you will relay that information back to your superiors. You tell them that you will return with further instructions. You nod to the soldiers around you, begin mentally preparing yourself for the journey back to New England to report to the terrible Commander Crane. Does it? Does it? It doesn't. Damn. Three, 4, 5, 6. No. I want my better Vellos ships. You're slightly surprised to sense the deceitful weavings of Commander Crane mind awaiting you as you pilot your way down through New England's atmosphere. After dissolving your protective dart-shaped shield, you're greeted by the sight of her blonde hair and athletic figure. So what did they say? She asks quietly as she takes your arm and draws you out of earshot of the dock workers busily moving around the area. You give her a quick summary of the events of your trip, and she looks pleased. Good works. Her cheek dimples attractively as she smiles at you. Our plans are proceeding nicely. I have a few things I have to take care of, so I will probably be a little out of contact for a while, but it shouldn't be too long before I need your services again. Keep your eye out in the bars and anywhere in the Federation. When I need you again, I'll find you. No, she didn't. I was just curious. Um, I am going to Seoul because I want to see if I can. Yeah, see, Seoul's not centered either. You can sense Commander Crane waiting for you just around the corner. You cannot help but smile when you notice that nearly every male head in the bar keeps turning surreptitiously in her direction. Chuckling to yourself at their naivety, you make your way over to her. How are things? She asks with a radiant smile when you sit down opposite her. You shrug your shoulders and pulse. Well, I'm glad I managed to catch up with you, as I have another mission that needs your skills. I need someone to take an encrypted message card down to the Moash elders containing instructions on what they should be doing in the coming months, she tells you in a lowered voice. She leans forward. Right now, my resources are spread a little throughout the galaxy, so you're it. Message details how we want them to organize several Roran military expeditions into the Federation space, she informs you quietly. First, this will be to supposedly gauge our strength, but the following missions will supposedly be diversions to a main attack elsewhere. In reality, these raids will be made up of warriors not of the Moash House, and we will be informed ahead of time of their arrival, and we will be able to move entire fleets to meet them. The end result will be 4 severely weakened houses, which will be advantageous to both the Moash House and ourselves. The only reason I'm telling you this is because the Moash elders might not open the message pod correctly, and if they don't, its contents will be vaporized. Once you deliver the message, she tells you standing up, obviously preparing to leave, return to New England. I'll make sure that further instructions are left for you there. Yay. I'm a messenger boy now. From enforcer to diplomat to messenger boy. You're not as fast as I am, nor can you turn the way I can. Nor can you slow down the way I can. It's not bad. I don't want to be bothered by you. Oh, that's not good. Great. As soon as you land, you're greeted by a savagely tattooed Moash warrior who leaps up at you in an effort to rip your throat out. You react by weaving the pattern of a spring flower as Laurel taught you, but you mistakenly force too much energy into it in your excitement. In an effort to keep the energy under control, you're forced to weave in a calming effect. You notice as you do that, it almost resembles the warmth of the sun on your spring flower. You step over the remains of the warrior and quickly head up the Moorish council chamber and hand over the message pod to the old warrior at the head of the table and step back. He manages to fumble his way through opening it without making any major mistakes and begins to scan the contents. After a few minutes, he looks up to you and thanks you for your delivery. As you walk back to the space dock, you continually go over the fight in your mind, memorizing your actions. With a little practice, you think you should be able to duplicate the effect at any time. Which, if I remember correctly, means I have. Maybe it makes the flower of spring, or maybe that's the trigger for learning the new ship. I don't remember. Fly here through a little bit, then I can jump again. You're met by the soldier who is your normal contact in the bar who drives you aside. Commander Crane is currently detained doing other things at the moment, he explained seriously, and you sense that he has no idea as to her current whereabouts. She wanted me to tell you that she will need your talents again in the near future when the plans you just delivered to the Mosh House start coming into fruition. So keep an eye out in the bars. If we need your help again, that's where we will make contact. The soldier claps his hand on your shoulder, nods, and walks away, quickly disappearing into the crowd. You notice after the fact that he seems to have the ability to blend into the crowd and be completely inconspicuous, even though he wears the very distinctive uniform of a Federation naval officer. You sense that he's simply doing something he was taught many years ago and has done many times since. And they're not going to directly. Let's see, I don't really need any more money. Not now. Let's just go back to Seoul and see if the next thing is done. Ready. I didn't really actually need to get to the million, but I wanted a million, so I checked the bar. Yay. As soon as you walk in, you spot the beautiful Commander Crane sitting at a table trying to fend off an unwanted male suitor. You make your way over quickly in the hopes that you can discharge enough so that Crane will forget the incident and let him live. There you are, she exclaims, smiling before turning back to the man. I'm sorry, but my business associate has arrived, and we must speak in private. Can you excuse us for a moment? The man takes one long look at you before nodding slightly sullenly, heading back to the bar to buy a drink. Your hopes sink when you sense Crane filing the incident away to be dealt with after you leave. He's lucky you turned up when you did, she informs you icily, and you laugh. She shakes off her bad mood. I have another message that needs to get to the Monash. That means you get to pay courier again. Message in the pod contains details on the next stage of our operation, she explains quietly. We want the Monash House to step up the raids into our space and begin massing an armada of their own. As at a preordained time, detailed in the message you will be carrying, a Federation force will be attacked by the Moash and destroyed. Public opinion will be inflamed and war will be declared. An enormous Federation fleet will head down into Auroran space in response and will begin running amok, but only selectively so. The end result will be the destruction of the other four major houses. Then the remaining survivor, being the Moash House, will sue for peace and we will grant it. Again, I'm only telling you this, she reminds you seriously, in case the Moash elders do not open the message pod correctly. Return to New England when you're done, she tells you dismissively. You're over you look over at the would-be suitor. Don't worry about him, she continues quietly. He will be taken care of. Yay. A ton of message pod. That's one big fucking message pod. Whatever, we'll go that way. you pilot your way to your destination, you find yourself exploring the nature of the device attached to the nape of your neck. After several days, you learn that it works by influencing the part of your brain that controls repetitive actions or actions that have become second nature. The end result is that you realize if you become skilled enough, you can simply bypass this portion of your brain, and you would be free to remove the device. Find yourself wondering how the device works on T1s like Lyrel, or more than skilled enough to do exactly this. Upon landing, you hand over the message pod to the same old warrior as last time and watch him open it. After taking a few minutes to scan the contents, it turns to you and thanks you for your services. After returning back to the landing pod, you quickly reform the protective shell and launch yourself into space. You find yourself being excited at the thought that one day you might be free. Oh, I met her on Earth, that's why. I was wondering why I skipped Earth. Land on Earth. Leave. And jump again. Upon landing on Newtland, you're again met by the soldier who is normally your contact in the bar. He quickly draws you aside. A new situation has arisen, he explains urgently, and Commander Crane is currently looking into it. She wants you to keep an eye out in the bars around the place, as this is where she will make contact with you when she needs you. The soldier jovially claps his hand on your shoulder and shakes his finger at you with a smile before ruffling your hair and moving away, saying he will see you later tonight. Anyone watching would have thought the exchange was between two old friends meeting for the first time in a long while. You smile at his disappearing back and shake your head in keeping with the charade, while letting your mind slip into thoughts of freedom. Let's keep going with this. I want my better ship. That's really what it is. Nope. There are two other ships that I can get for this Vellos mission thing. Yeah. I want to go, say, Pollux. United Shipping. Let's see about that then. Let's see if this is it. Free trader wants to piss me off. Oh yeah, take cap locks off. Just a little bit. Can you stop firing at me, please? I know they don't like associated free traders. Yeah, I know. I was actually coming to see you. And the stupid freaking pirate attacked. I'm wondering if this is the one. Oh, it's already been boarded, so there's no point. I can't win. Leave. Yeah, pirate is going to be severely. I'll take its credits. And why not its energy? Okay. I think he's trying to get out of here. He is considerably bigger than me. I'll let I think that might actually count towards me. There we go, fair ability. That's what I wanted. Pretty sure the new ships are for part of the story, but they might be combat related, and if they are, I want to be capable enough. I think fair ability is enough to do that. Yeah. Any place can be one. Since I can, let's gamble on blue. Green wins. Yay. That, for the most part, is a real waste of money.
Captain Lenora Cadet Andy, would you please report to cargo lane 7? Your new jewel-studded box has arrived.
This is Federation. That's Federation. That's Federation 2. Any of these bars should be good for the next mission. I'm thinking it's probably totally random.
Captain Lenora Cadet Andy, would you please report to cargo lane 7? Your new jewel-studded box has arrived.
That is where? That's over there. Nope. Let's go back to Wolf. Just in case. Yes. You sense Larell observing you as you glide your way into dock, and you send a small wave to acknowledge his presence. I assume you've learned to create the summer bloom. It took the Velos nearly 7 centuries to learn that you've done as well. Perhaps it's time you learned how to better protect yourself against the hostile elements and intelligences of the universe. Come watch. You follow his intelligence as it dances out into the surrounding space and begins weaving a shell, which you quickly realize as being a Velos arrow. And within moments, you grasp the basics of it. When he sees that you've understood the lesson, he returns to his body. You have definitely proved yourself as a T2, I think, that it will not be long before you reach T1, as I have your strength and skill. T1, as I have. Your strength and skill is growing, and it will not be long before you rival even me. You shake your head as you finally dissolve the protective barriers around you and make your way over to where Rel is standing, but you realize that you have picked up everything he has taught you in a matter of moments, and that the new weaves that he has just shown you were not that difficult to follow, nor was the energy required difficult for you to create. You may yet prove to be the one that will lead us to our freedom. Do not worry, you are not far from your own freedom, but our freedom will require more effort on your part. He stands and nods his head in recognition of your prowess before moving off into the crowds milling in the space dock. Commander Crane is waiting for you in the Cane Band bar as we speak. I suggest we meet with her. So let's recharge. We're going to, and this is how much my power and stuff is gone. Not enter. Okay, apparently I can't form anything but that. See, the problem is it's slower. Summer bloom. What is the summer bloom? Oh, look. Hi, guys. Let's go. I have a lot more jumps. See, it took that. I don't know why. Yep. So I have an arrow. There's one more ship I have to get. Let us see here. Nothing. 40,000 because I have an arrow. Oh, that's because I have an arrow. I have the ability to carry cargo. Let's go to the bar. You walk straight past the soldier who's your normal contact and down the passageway at the rear of the bar because you can sense Crane waiting for you, and so you simply cannot be bothered with dealing with the middleman. Getting a little cocky, are we? Asks Crane icily when you enter. You will observe proper procedure every time you wish to see me, understood? You nod without thinking. Good. Now down to business, she continues in a more moderate tone. We have recently discovered that Polaris have an intelligence organization that has managed to infiltrate into the Federation and possibly the Bureau for the past few years without our knowledge. We want you to find their headquarters before returning here. Okay. All right, she continues quietly. What we know about the Polaris isn't much, so you'll be going into this without much forewarning. However, if anyone is capable of making their way through the Polaris defense grid, it would be one of your Vellos. Besides which, she points out seriously, the Polaris feel that they owe you people a debt for what you did when you sided with them against the Colonial Council centuries ago. You refrain from pointing out that you're just a telepath, not a Velos, because the information getting could well save your life, and mentioning it to her might well endanger it. We have no idea where the Mahari have their headquarters located, he concluded dismissively. Once you have found it, you're to return here for a debrief. Yay, she's sending me on a sojourn. I wanted to check this. I have 10 jumps available to me. And I should regenerate them faster too, if I'm not mistaken. And where I have to go Oh, it doesn't even show me. I know where it is, but it doesn't even show me. That's lovely. Okay, so let's find our way in. Outbound is independent. It's oh, this is a military system anyway. All I really want to do is refuel. Yeah, I don't have access to it anyway. That's a Polaris ship. Yeah. Wait, Boomerang. That's a combat missile. As soon as you land, you can feel the buzz of the intelligence network swirling around you. You can sense more than a few T4s and T5s trying to read your intent, but you easily blunt their attempts to observe you. You quickly cast your mind around, and you can sense the large number of people working here consider themselves to be members of the Mohari. And this confirms your suspicion. Without even dissolving your protective shell, you take off again, leaving the Polaris wondering as to your motives in landing. As you start your long journey back to Sol, you catch flashes of awe coming from the Polaris on the planet, as you realize that Crane was correct, that these people still feel indebted to the Vellos for what they did for them. You cannot help but laugh quietly at the thought that an advanced civilization like the Polaris can still mistake you for Vellos. See, I really actually can't buy anything here. But it lets me trade my ship. And I really didn't know exactly where that is. I just knew it was off this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Earth, I don't have to go. Done. I can do that. See, and it's much more than 10 jumps because I regen most of it. Okay, so you're met by calm-looking Commander Crane when you land. You can sense that, despite her unruffled demeanor, she's quite worried about the threat posed by these Mohari. Did you find it? She asks impatiently as you make your way over. You nod and inform her of the coordinates of the Mohari system and the Mohari's Mohar hero planet. That's too far away, she mutters in an annoyed tone. We're going to have to deal with them from this end. Damn. You're slightly taken aback by the display of emotion and say nothing as she thinks for a few moments. All right, there's no use beating yourselves up about the things we can't deal with, she says quietly. Keep an eye out in the bar. We're going to have to do this the hard way. Nope, nothing in the bar. No, Corey is pissed with me now. And that's the other rebellion planet system. It's hang. Let's go to Wolf. Keep forgetting this planet has it done. Okay, give me a minute. I will be back. Okay, and I'm back. So that didn't work. Oh, actually, let's take some of the cargo missions. Tear and Centauri. There. Except that one. So and land A. D, and that gets me a little bit more. I could actually go back and doing that other, but since I have 10 jumps, let's do the more lucrative one. And if I remember correctly, bioweapons. 60 tons of bioweapons. Leave. I don't care, that's just a love tap. Even if you are not liked and have to bribe your way onto this place, you get 1125 from each. So that got me about 66,000. credits. It's not a great thing, but hey. You can sense the deceitful mind of Commander Crane waiting for you as soon as you enter the bar. You make your way over to her. "Remember the problem we're having the Mohari?" she asks quietly once you sit down. You nod as the familiar feeling of depression settles over you when you realize you are about to start destroying another group of people for the Bureau. "Well, we need to know a little more about them before we can formulate any real plan of action. Now, we've located a lady we believe to be a Mahari," Karen explains as she passes over a data file containing several pictures of a slim, young-looking brunette. "She is currently living on Earth, and I want you to go and confirm whether or not she's a Mahari spy, and then make a report to the Bureau headquarters on New England in the Wolf 359 system. And don't dally. We need," she warns quietly, "we need this information as fast as possible." Okay, so let's go check her out. And this point of the part of the storyline is basically the same thing as the Rebel portion of the storyline. Takes you mere moments to locate the woman you're sent to find, because her mind shows obvious signs of having a telepathic ability. After a few moments of careful weaving, you gently touch her mind and sense that while she has the ability to become a T4, she has yet to learn how to manipulate matter, so she's still a T5. She's a fairly skilled one, and a couple of times you are forced to cleverly weave your probe to stop her from detecting it. You realize how Laurel must have felt when he first saw you. You have no choice but to report that brave young woman as it has telepathic ability, despite the fact that you know that she will go what she will soon go through. As you put up your protective barrier, find yourself hoping against hope that the Bureau will decide to kill her rather than risk trying to enslave her. But as you point yourself in the direction of New England and the Wolf 359 system, you know that the Bureau will never allow such a tempting fish to slip through their fingers. Let's go. And keep going. And land. As you pilot your way down through the atmosphere, you can sense the mind of the soldier who's your normal contact, Crane, waiting for you at the edge of the space dock. "Well," he asks calmly after you dissolve your protective barrier, but despite his easy manner, you can sense that he is more than a little worried by what you might say. You nod and confirm that the Bureau's position, and the woman in question is Mahari, adding that she's a skilled telepath. "Did she know she was getting probed?" asks the soldier, his eyes widening slightly. You shake your head, but add that she was near thing in the hope that she might decide that it is a little too risky to try to capture the Mahari. "This will complicate things a little," he grimaces, recovering quickly. He stands there for a few moments, and you can sense him trying to make a decision, and your hope rises. You can sense him weighing up his opinion carefully. After a few seconds, he straightens. "I was going to bring you along with us to capture her, but if he's capable of giving you a hard time, if you're just trying to probe, I think it would be a little too risky. For now, I'm going to have you leave you your own devices, but don't go far and keep an eye out in the mission BBS, as you will probably be requiring your services again before too long." As he walks away, you cannot help but feel a moment of pride, knowing that you have spared the life of one brave young lady for at least a little while. Nothing to bar. Mission BBS. Arthur and the Rotherian. It is there. So they're not really any better. And let's go. Nope. I selected this one. Whatever. Leave. Leave. I want to see what. Oh, it's targeted. trader. I have no real need to damage a trader. Yay, they take my cargo. Where is it? Oh, crap. It doesn't tell me. Those are annoying. Create attach pictures. Info above the above person located on Kismet in the Enlightenment system is suspected to be a Mahari spy. Orders: go to Kismet in the Enlightenment system and confirm whether or not the above person Mahari spy before going to Bureau HQ in New England and worth in the Wolf 359 system to report. Okay. I don't want to take the other one. Actually, I could accept that. And this one's in New Babylon and Nestor Primus. So, on my way. Nope. And I want that one. It only takes a moment to look the person you're searching for because the Mahari's mind has been brought up in social mind vastly different from what is experienced within the Federation. And to a telepath, it stands out like a beacon. With heavy heart, you weave into existence your protective barrier and head out in space to start with your journey to New England to make your report. No, I'm not going to New England. I could take all of these and go do all of them, but I'm only going to do 2. Because I think there's a certain number that I have to do. And I think these actually may give me money. Kismet. Takes you a lot longer to locate your suspect than you anticipated. When you finally do find her, you realize why. She's really a rebel informant, has none of the obvious indicators of having grown up in a totally foreign culture to mark her mind as being drastically different to those around her. Your momentary jubilation is quickly tempered by the knowledge that this woman will be going through the most terrifying ordeal of her life, and the Bureau starts trying to extract every last drop of information out of her. You head back to the spaceport with heavy heart to start your journey to New England to make your report, and as the now familiar feeling of depression settles over you. So, a spy and not a spy. That works. And you're met by the soldier who's your normal contact, and you quickly tell him that it was just a rebel informant. Oh well, he shrugs, smiling. We can't expect every suspicious person to be a Mohari. Still, it never hurts to know the whereabouts of a few more of those silly rebels. Keep looking the mission BBS for more of these searches, she finishes dismissively. We're getting reports of suspicious activity all the time. You're greeted by the soldier who's your normal contact, and you quickly inform him the Bureau's suspicions. Confirm to him the Bureau's suspicions. You add that it is easy to spot the Muharis because their minds are so different to anybody from the Federation, in the hope that he might still think it's too risky to try capturing a Muhari at a time. Another piece in the puzzle, he comments quietly. The more we know about them, the sooner we can come up with a workable plan. Keep looking in the BBS. It won't be long until we need you again. And land on Earth. Oh my god. I could go do all of them, but I really don't want to. Take 2 again. And we will take this one. I don't know that one. Except Spake Duck Do and Alfalera. And Space Dock 5 in Nestor Secundus. Nestor Secundus 1, both are 1 jump. And it takes you moments, so they are. Great. These are going to be kind of repetitive, so I'm not going to read them all. Since I've basically already read that one. Yay, I found another one. If I'm not mistaken, that's the number I need. Yay, and he's found another one, and we found another one. Let's see the bar. Let's go down to Soul and see if we can learn another. Nothing. Okay. Space of 5 and Ascent. Let's go this. And let's go and see what we got. Land. No, that's Protogenesis. And I need to land there. She is a Mahari spy. Let's accept these. Space Dock 2 and Space Dock 5. And she is, and Eve, and let's get roll report all 4 to 1, 2, 3, and 4. I didn't get credit for that kill. I don't care. And I want to go to the bar. No. I am making money from these. I just not a lot. And this This is all in the Federation. Let's go make a run up there and see if I get anything from the bar up there. Bar. Nothing for the bar. Okay. Las Vegas in the Vegas system. That's a ways. And land, please. Yep. Maybe if I do them one at a time, because it might just be that it can only process that change once it gets on the planet. I don't remember how many you have to do of these, but this seems like a lot. Alita and Altair. And